Art galleries closed during the pandemic, but Glendale's Arts and Culture Commission found a way to bring art to the community through a new initiative anyway, and it's called Art Happens Anywhere. And our Aziza Shuler joins us live from Glendale Central Library with a new exhibit that's on display that's very emotional. Good morning, Aziza.
Good morning, Giselle. Hanging from the ceilings of Glendale Central Library are over 15,000 Chinese ingots, each one symbolizing a life lost to COVID-19 in LA County. You're about to meet the artist whose goal was to give some perspective to that number while also introducing the community to her Chinese culture.
A Chinese-American artist embracing her identity through her work. Connie D.K. Lane says her art is an intersection of memories of growing up in Hong Kong and her perception of the present.
This is the apartment I live in.
Normally, she doesn't have a concept, just allows her creativity to flow. But when the COVID-19 virus began changing the world, it also changed her art. In the last year, she's created several pieces influenced by the pandemic, like this sculpture replicating the COVID-19 structural diagram. Also, this bamboo paper partition with circular links tied together like a chain.
Together we stand, I call this,
In Buddhist culture, circles are an expression of mental freedom.
As an artist, I'm really sensitive and emotional. I'm an emotional person.
But her latest project isn't hanging in her home. It's on display at Glendale Central Library. 15,000 and more, a plethora of light and darkness. An art installation of Chinese ingots visually representing each person lost from COVID-19 in LA County.
Death is a very touchy subject to me.
Connie's mother died 25 years ago, and she couldn't get to China for her memorial service. So she can relate to the stories of families watching their loved ones die alone in hospitals with COVID-19.
I think about my mother all the time, and then I think about these people I don't know.
The ingot concept is based on the Chinese ancestral worship of deceased family members. Joss paper, also called ghost money, is folded, then burned in a special ceremony as an offering to ancestors in the afterlife. Connie started folding back in September. At that point in the pandemic, about 6,000 LA County residents had died. But as the death toll continued to rise, she needed help folding.
It's terrible, this feeling, When are you going to stop? I want to stop, I don't want to fold anymore, right? Because it's a good sign if I stop, but it's just very frightening.
The community picked up folding kits from the library and learned how to make the ingots from an online how-to video. By the time the exhibit was installed, over 20,000 people had died.
I do feel that as an artist, I have a privilege. I use myself as a tool to express my feeling, my concerns, what's going in the world, and hopefully I can bring awareness.
Connie says she's not a political artist, but when she feels strongly about something, it reflects in her work, crafting with intention, tapping into her social responsibility as an artist.
The exhibit will be on display until June 30th. Now, the library is closed to the public, but they say the best view is from the street at night, so you can see the display through the windows.
It looks beautiful in the daytime, too. How lovely.